Hello, K-othic here, and today I come with a review about one of the most recent KC releases, which aim to disrupt the market by offering the cheapest planar magnetic driver IMs currently available, and on top of that, in collaboration with the famous audio reviewer Hawaiian Bad Boy, or HBB. Welcome to KC PR2 in a nutshell. Many thanks to Knowledge Zenith for sending me this product to provide you with a honest review. Let's quickly go through the contents of the box. PR2 comes in the typical box that KC has provided for its latest releases, like CBX and DeFi, with the earphones displayed on top inside a plastic compartment, and inside a small box we find accessories such as the cable and the set of ear tips. The KC PR2 is another IM from the brand that is sturdily built, with a clear resin body and a faceplate made of die-cast metal alloy with grills that give it an aesthetic touch, since PR2 features a close-back design. The driver protected by these materials is a 13.2mm planar magnetic driver, which is surrounded on both sides by rubidium magnets, and according to KC, this dual magnetic arrangement provides a faster and more efficient response. Finally, it has a 2-pin QDC connection on its side. Continuing with the ear tips, KC included 3 pairs of the popular Starlines, along with a pair of medium-sized foam tips. As you can see, one of the Starlines is different from the rest, because when reversed, it has a wider bore and provides an almost airtight seal, so I consider it was a smart move by KC to include this kind of tips with the PR2. Regarding the cable, I won't talk much about it. As you can see, it's the same one that comes with the DeFi, silver-plated, white cable with 2-pin connections compatible with QDC. I ended up using the cable from the 7Hz Sound Zero, which provided better sound resolution to the IMs. As for comfort, the IMs themselves are comfortable to a certain extent. As I mentioned, the isolation provided by their Starlines or other types of tips is very good, but I feel that the design may be heavier than other in-ear earphones due to the planar magnetic driver and the metal faceplate, and this becomes tiring after the first hour of use. I would say that the comfort is average, although take this with a grain of salt, as it is highly subjective. Another important point is that these earphones need to be amplified properly to get the most out of them. When connected directly to my phone, they sounded a bit dull and lifeless, but using a dongle improved the sound quality, and it was even better when powered by a dedicated amplifier. So, with all that said, let's talk about how they sound. The sound signature of the PR2 was designed with HBB's preferred sound target in mind, focusing on the sub-bass region and aiming for a non-fatiguing treble without sacrificing a significant amount of detail. During my testing, I found exactly that, with sub-bass frequencies having a weighty presence in the tuning, delivering a very enjoyable rumble sensation. I greatly enjoyed various genres of electronic music that emphasize this frequency range. On the other hand, the mid-bass is slightly less emphasized, which can be noticed in the kick drums in genres like rock or heavy metal. They are not absent by any means, but their impact is more subtle and quick, rather than powerful, which can be attributed to both the tuning and the inherent characteristics of planar magnetic drivers. The mids are warm and musical, capturing the breathiness of vocalists and giving them emphasis. The sound is organic, yet forward, with male vocals being slightly better presented in my opinion. Regarding instruments, strings, like guitars, violins, and violas, retain the character of each note without sounding aggressive, while wind instruments, like flutes and oboes, sound smooth, silky, and warm to the ear. As you may have noticed, this range deviates slightly from neutrality, but retains characteristics that make the sounds remain faithful to reality. The representation of the treble in PR2's tuning always aims to be pleasant to our ears, reproducing cymbals and bells with composure. For this reason, it can be said that sibilance is practically non-existent in these IMs. On the other hand, by providing this kind of relaxed treble, they also don't bring out all the detail that can be obtained in this range, retaining only the right amount necessary. I found the soundstage of the PR2 to be pretty reminiscent to that of the LED Shure S12 Pro, another planar magnetic driver IM. It offers a good sense of width, but only average depth in my opinion. One highly notable aspect of the PR2, considering its price, is its imaging. It effortlessly locates different instruments on the stage, even in complex musical pieces performed by various orchestras. As you may have already noticed from my sound description, I absolutely love these KC IMs. However, I had to give them a 4-star rating, and now I'll explain why. Like many reviewers, I received the version with a black mesh over the driver. In the newer versions of the PR2, this mesh was removed and relocated to another part of the IM, which affected the treble frequencies, and several users found them to be too bright. For this reason, I cannot give them a higher rating, since my experience may not be the same as others with the same pair of IMs. Hey, as always, I really appreciate you watching until the end, and hopefully the review was useful for you. For a more in-depth analysis on this model, you can check the link in the description to see my written review. See ya!